Joined today by Dorking Wanderers Chief Executive Jonathan Bynes for a sort of a post-season catch-up. How you doing, Jonathan? You okay?
Doing good, Chris, doing good.
Good stuff, good. Well, thanks for joining me today. First question I want to ask, obviously you're about 6 weeks into your role as Chief Executive of Dorking Wanderers. How have you found things so far?
It's been a whirlwind, I'd say. I don't think my Saturdays are ever going to be the same again, but it's been so much fun. It's been a huge amount of fun. Lots of challenges, obviously the time of the season that I've kind of got involved has brought its own particular unique, like immediate challenges. That we shouldn't mention the R word, but it's been so much fun. I found everybody's been so friendly and inclusive. Obviously I've got 1,000 questions, annoying people like you probably daily as I try and learn about the club. But yeah, it's just been a really, energising kind of experience so far.
Reaction to your appointment, including from the club supporters?
It's just been just one of warmth, I'd say. I mean, I've been amazed by that. I didn't really have any idea how anybody might perceive, me coming in, but just so many kind of emails and messages just wishing me and the club good luck, and so much offer of help and assistance. So yeah, it's just been a really positive experience. I didn't really know what to expect, but yeah, when I turned up on a Saturday, obviously, where you and I both spent a lot of time with a lot of people, getting to know people, whether it's fans or people who are shareholders in the club or sponsors. I mean, it's just been an all-round experience for me in that perspective. So yeah, just a real warm, positive one. I'm sure it'll have its days, but so far so good.
What was it that interested you about Dorking Wanderers as a project, and more broadly, running a football club?
Well, football has just been in my life forever. So I'm football obsessive. My sons are football obsessives, so it's such an obvious, natural thing to want to spend more time doing. And I just found an opportunity at this time to get involved in a more, in a broader capacity and a non-playing capacity, which is probably for the best at 46 years old. And then, yeah, I've been looking for maybe 18 months to get involved with the club in some shape or form, and I met Mark, and that was that. Probably an hour, 2 hours worth of conversation. It was very obvious to me. It was very obvious to me that I'd misunderstood, or just didn't know in the first place, the history of the club. I think, whilst there's lots that goes out there, social media-wise, and everyone knows about Dorking, of course they do. I don't know if everyone really completely realises the level of success that the number of promotions, 12 promotions in 24 years, is ridiculous. So I think understanding that history and understanding that this is quite a different club to many others, coupled with the ambition and the opportunity, which is obvious to me, it was not a very complicated decision. I was just grateful for the opportunity, quite frankly, that Mark has afforded me. So I'll try and make sure that he doesn't regret it. And yeah, I'm looking forward to playing my part.
So what are your immediate priorities as the club's first ever CEO?
So the obvious one is the squad reshaping. So Mark and the team, coaching team, are knee deep in that. That's obviously started actually just as soon as we knew our fate, really. So there's a big job to be done there. We're also doing everything we possibly can to make sure that this club is as near to being a professional football club as it possibly can be, on and off the field. I think sometimes we get tagged as a part-time club, but the fact of the matter is this is every bit a professional club, bar the contact time that Mark has with the players, which everyone knows has not been full-time, and that's we've been working on that, and Mark particularly has been working on that with the players. I think the reaction to that has been fantastic from the squad. I think everyone knows that for us to perform and get to the level that we believe we should be at with the players we got, Mark needs more time with them, and as I say, the reaction from the squad has been fantastic to that sentiment. So the practicalities of that have been worked on heavily the last couple of weeks. And then, it's kind of an elephant in the room, I suppose, but an obvious one is the injury list. We can't have a situation like last season where we can have third of the squad missing, that is Mark operating with one arm behind his back. And obviously we know he's not a man to make excuses, and as far as he's concerned, you know, we should all battle on and it will all be fine, and he's quite right, of course. But we've got to do as much as we can to make sure that that particular dynamic is resolved. And certainly what I've witnessed is a real collaborative effort across the whole club, whether it's players, coaching staff, medical staff, just to work together to solve that. And there are many factors, as everyone would expect. Yeah, there's a huge focus on it, as there should be. So I think we're all really excited about getting that on track. And Mark in particular, so he doesn't have the headache of you know, having to juggle as hard as he had to this last season. So yeah, that's absolutely top priority as well.
Longer term, JB, what do you see as the club's objectives and ambitions on and off the field?
That's the easy one, isn't it? That's just getting this club into the Football League. It's massively part of why I'm here. I think if you look back at the club's success over 24 years, nobody would ever have dreamt, I'm sure, that we'd be playing teams like Rochdale and Southend and travelling the country, visiting some of these clubs who are, you know, steeped in history, and I just can't wait, and I just love the idea of imagining travelling around the country, playing teams that we wouldn't be able to dream of playing right now. So I just picture that, and I see that as absolutely, completely, and utterly possible. This club was built on dreaming big, thinking big, and the worst thing we could possibly do is stop. And we've just got to keep doing that. That's what's got it here in the first place. So let's make Dorking Wanderers